I did not think Luis Castillo was going to implode this season, but unfortunately he has. He's now 0-3. He gave up 9 hits in 5 innings, including 4 earned runs, walked 1, and struck out 6, bringing his season ERA to 6.89 in yesterday's game. He did have some bad luck on batting average on balls in play, so hopefully he'll regress to the mean over the course of the season, meaning he'll give up less batting average on balls in play. The league average on that is usually 300, and he is definitely much higher than that. Miller and DeGoose pitched the other 3 innings. Both of them were coming up from the minors on the taxi squad after we had some bullpen injuries with the knee contusion, and also we sent Ty Adcock down to the minors. Cal Raleigh and J.P. Crawford hit a home run. It was Raleigh's first and Crawford's second. Unfortunately, Crawford only brought his batting average to 140 and an OPS of 492. Julio Rodriguez brought his batting average down to 186, and he is now the 19th worst player in terms of WRC plus in the league throughout the season. Second baseman Jorge Polanco is only batting 175, but he did get on base twice yesterday via the walk. Julio did not strike out, so that is an improvement. Haniger struck out twice, Garver struck out once, Raleigh twice, Canzone twice, and Rojas twice. He did not get on base yesterday, unfortunately, having 50% of his plate appearances end in the strikeout. Mariners struck out 10 times yesterday and struck out 9 of the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays actually have 4 players in their starting lineup from yesterday batting under 200, as do the Mariners. It was not a great game. It was absolutely not a great game. I actually, because I've been in pain for the last couple of days, was watching the game, and around the 5th inning, right when Castillo was getting pulled, I fell asleep, got up and watched the rest of the game this morning. And from what I've noticed, we've got some issues with JP just being an automatic out, basically. He has been getting some decent contact. Julio had a lot of bad luck yesterday. 3 of his 4 hit balls that went into play, were over 100-mile-an-hour exit velo. So you would expect most of those to get hits or get down, but they just went straight at outfielders, and it was not great. So that's just some bad luck. That's going to change. I expected Rojas to not necessarily keep up his hot streak. The one thing that I definitely did not expect about this team was for Ty France to be leading the team in hits and to be on a 7-game hitting streak as of right now, which is just wild. And he's batting 7th in the order. I do hope that Scott moves him down or up to the order. I would like him to be like 2nd or 3rd or even 1st, because JP leading off just is not working for us right now. JP Crawford leading off is... You can't go out onto the baseball field and basically have your first guy be an automatic out, simply due to the fact that you've got issues with the guys behind him not necessarily being strong right now. There has been some stuff Scott was saying about Julio changing his batting stance and still working on his timing, which he had a great season last year. Why would you do that? I also saw somebody say that Castillo has, even though it's a short sample size for this season, somebody actually on the Mariners subreddit, I'm going to go try and pull this up right now. So it was you, Slender Pete 69. So since the 2023 All-Star break, Castillo has been average with an ERA from up to 4.4 and a whip of 1.29. And apparently his spin rate has dropped over 120 revolutions per minute, which that's going to be interesting because Castillo is supposed to be our ace. Unfortunately, though, he is not playing like an ace. And as he's not playing like an ace, that is going to cause us issues. The more issues we have, especially because of the offense essentially not being able to do anything, Basically, the more issues with pitching we have and the offense not being able to do anything, the worse we're going to do in terms of actually attempting to win baseball games. We play the Blue Jays again today in a night game and then tomorrow in a day game. So hopefully we actually can win one of the two, or maybe even two of the three, to get the series win. But yeah, it was not a great game.